morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see the screen?
Yes,
I have
ma'am.
shared. Okay. So, how many of you are present? Can I start the class if all participants join?
No, ma'am. A few are coming. They are downloading the apps.
You're from which department?
BPT, ma'am. Physiotherapy.
Okay, so one representative from each class, please send me the attendance, okay, in WhatsApp group.
Okay, ma'am.
Can I start the class? You have joined?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today we'll study the perioperative nursing. Okay. Perioperative nursing means the care that we provide to the patient before they have undergone any surgery or during the surgery and after the surgery. Okay. So you have seen here it's written the perioperative nursing. Okay, perioperative nursing includes activities performed by the registered nurse during preoperative means before the surgery, intraoperative means during the surgery, and the postoperative phase of the patient's surgical experiences. Clear? Clear, everyone? So we'll see the definition of perioperative nursing. It is nursing care of the surgical patient before, during, and after the surgery is called perioperative nursing. So, are you all clear with the perioperative nursing definition? Can you hear me all?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. So, in operative nursing, there are mainly three phases. Okay. First is pre-operative phase, then intra-operative phase, and post-operative phase. Clear? Pre-operative phase, that is the care that we provide to a patient before the patient has undergone the surgery. Means how we'll provide care to the patient before the patient will go for the surgery. Okay. Then intraoperative phase means during the surgery what kind of care we can provide to the patient, and the post-operative means after the surgery what care we should provide to the patient. Clear? So you see the pre-operative phase here. So this is the phase of the patient's surgical experience which begins when the decision is made to undergo surgical intervention. Understood, everyone? So that means before the surgery, we have to provide the care that is pre-operative phase, and this phase ends when the patient is transferred to the operating table, means the operation room. Okay. Next, what is intraoperative? As I have explained before, this phase begins with transfer of the patient to the operating table and extends to the time the patient is admitted to the recovery area. Means till from the time when the patient is transferred to the operation room till the patient till the patient is transferred to the recovery area. Recovery area means after this surgery, the patient is sent to the recovery room where the patient will receive all the post-operative care to recover the surgical incision. Clear? Next, the post-operative phase. So, the post-operative phase means after the surgery. So, this phase begins with the admission of the patient to the recovery area, which includes post anesthesia care unit or an intensive care unit. So after the surgery, what the care we have to provide to the patient, that care we used to provide in the post-operative phase. And this phase ends when the surgeon discontinues the follow-up care. Clear? So here you see the pre-operative phase. So now you all know what is pre-operative phase. So during this phase, the nurse gathers data by doing assessment and plan components of nursing process. So here the patient the nurse will provide all the necessary data from the patients. Means what problem the patient is having, okay, and all the other related information which is required for the operation, that all information the nurse have to collect from the patient or the patient attendant or the patient family. Okay, that is the history collection, what we say. Okay, then the nurse identifies the patient's psychologic, then physiologic and spiritual needs and finds existing or potential problems. Here the nurse will identify the physiologic problem of the patient, then psychologic problem of the patient and spiritual needs. What the patient needs, okay, just to overcome from the problem. Next, as a nurse, what nursing responsibility is required in pre-operative phase? First is assessment of the patient. In assessment of the patient, first we have to collect the history from the patient, identification data of the patient, then the chief complaint of the patient, what problem the patient is having, then from how many days the patient is having this problem, and we have to do the physical assessment of the patient also. That means they had to do assessment. Then we have to identify the health problem. Means here we have to identify what exact problem the patient is having. Then we have to plan a care according to the need of the patient. Then health teaching. Health teaching, client and supportive people. Health teaching means after knowing the patient problem, we have to provide some health teaching to the patient. Means what they have to do and what they have to avoid, what they have to eat, all this kind of health teachings according to the need of the patient we have to provide to the patient. Then preparation of client for surgery. Then we have to prepare the client for the surgery. So uh, before a patient goes for any surgery, first we have to prepare the patient. Then prepare the patient. We have to collect information. Then we have to clean the area where the surgical incision need to be done. Then we have to ask the patient whether they have taken any medication before. Then we have to ask if they have any allergic to anything. All this information we have to ask. Then we have to take signature in the consent form. That is very important. If the patient is there, then we have to take the consent from the patient. And if the patient is unable to give the consent, then we can take from the relative or the guardian of the patient also. Then the preparation of the patient for the surgery. How we have to prepare the patient? First is psychological preparation. Psychological preparation means you have to give support to the patient, mental support to the patient. Give information about the surgery, means what surgery the patient is going to have. That information we have to provide to the patient. Then the type of surgery we have to tell. Then the problem to be faced, means after getting the anesthesia, what problem they may face, and after doing the surgery, what side effects the patient might face. This all we have to inform. Then sequence of the surgery we have to tell the patient. Then duration of hospitalization. That means after the surgery, for how many days the patient have to be in the hospital. Then the cost of surgery. We have to tell the patient about the cost of surgery, how much they have to pay for the surgery. Then the purpose of investigation. Then treatment done before surgery. Then what the investigation is needed for the surgery prior that is to be done. Okay, then treatment done before surgery. If the patient has undergone any medical treatment, means medicines they have received before undergoing the surgery, then you have to collect information. Then necessary arrangement about financial matters, works, hospitalization, means all the paperworks before surgery. All the paperworks means all the investigation reports you have to collect. Then consent you have to take. Then all these paperwork you have to do before the surgery. Clear? Next, this eradicate fear of operation from the patient means how you can make the patient feel comfortable so that the patient won't scared for the surgery. Okay. First, you have to ask question and clear doubts. If the patient is having any doubts regarding the surgery, that you have to clear it out. Then introduction to other patient who had similar surgery. Then you have to tell, means you have to motivate the patient by telling the patient about other patients who have undergone the similar surgery. Okay. Then explain about anesthesia. You have to explain about the for how many hours the anesthesia, the power of anesthesia will remain with the patient. Then answer all the questions in the language. Means if the patient is Assamese, then you have to answer in Assamese. If the patient understands Hindi, then you have to explain in Hindi. Try to make them understand. Okay, the patient see the person, place, equipment involved in operation. Then you just orient the patient in the operation room. Means what is there. Then start procedure with explanation. Then the doctor can start the procedure. Third is to meet the spiritual need of the patients. Here you have to help the patient to meet the minister of his religion. Means we have to respect all the religions, the spiritual needs. Okay, that what we have to do. Then obtain informed consent. Means it takes sign of the patient or relatives that I have mentioned before only, that the consent you have to take signature from the patient or from the relatives, whoever is present there. Then explain all the complications after the surgery to the attendant, to the relative or the patient. Clear? Next one is to build up the general health of the patient and correction of disease process for speedy recovery. So first we have to assess the doctor to carry out physical examination. Then take whole history. History collection is must. Then carry out investigation. Investigation means all the reports of the investigation you have to carry out. Then arrange for blood donors. If during the procedure, if the patient lost more blood, then you have to arrange for the donor. Then diet to be adjusted to correct underweight or overweight. Before surgery, we just keep the patient limber oral. That means the patient will not take anything from mouth before the surgery. That means the patient should be empty stomach. Okay. Then fluid administer if dehydrated. If the patient is dehydrated, then you can administer NS, RL, whatever according to the doctor's prescription you can administer. Clear? So this is the care that we have to provide to the pre-operative care to the patient, means before the surgery. So today we'll stop here. So next class we'll study the intraoperative and post-operative care of the patient. Okay. So if you have any confusion, any doubt, you can ask in the WhatsApp group. And one representative from each department, please give me the attendance in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.